These are some of the key terms that you will hear in the video for Introduction of System-Elise Prompts. System-Elise prompts will be referred to as a response prompting strategy. And there are several response prompting strategies that are evidence-based and apply behavior analysis. Response prompting strategies are methods where the instructor performs a behavior that will help the learner to perform the behavior correctly. The response prompting strategies prompt a learner to reply or to perform a behavior as the response to the prompt. So in this example, this is a model prompt where the instructor is showing the baby how to stack the blocks, and then the baby will have the opportunity to stack the blocks. The term instructor refers to a caregiver or an educator, and a learner refers to a young child, a teenager, or young adult. Treatment packages are packages that consist of several components which have demonstrated to be effective in the past, or they contain several interventions that have proven to be effective in the past, and they are combined so that they can be effective together to produce a behavior change or for learning to occur. So in this example, where the instructor is observing what the child is doing and then joining in, that is one of the response prompting or naturalistic strategies that is available in ABA. So that's one component. Setting a timer. You can use different type of visual timers for the students so that they know how much time they have left. That is also another component that has proven effective. So just here, there are two strategies or components that have been brought together to form a treatment package. You may have heard the term before in ABA, discrete trial training, and discrete trials or discrete responses are single response behaviors that are observable and they last for a brief period of time. So, for example, to point at something, that is a single behavior and it has a clear beginning and an end to it. Imitating clapping, turning on a light switch, all of those are single discrete behaviors. Chain behaviors are multiple single response behaviors. So they're individual behaviors that have been combined in a specific way to complete a task. So here, washing hands is a chained behavior, and this is a small breakdown of the steps. Each one of these would be a discrete or a single behavior that has come together to make up a total task of washing your hands. Chain behaviors can be complicated in terms of the breakdown, or it can be very easy. It can be 4 steps or 3 steps depending on the student and the level of assistance that they need. A prompt is a stimulus change to the environment that increases the likelihood that the learner will perform the behavior correctly. So there are different types of prompts. There are full physical prompts where you will place your hand over hand to help them finish it. There are visual prompts that consist of pictures or images. There's verbal prompts where the instructor verbally tells the student how to perform an activity. So this is just a brief introduction to prompts, but we will go into prompts more in depth in another video. Prompt dependency is where a learner waits to be told by the instructor what to do to complete a task, or in some cases they will even wait for the task to be done for them. This is a learned behavior from having prompts in the past. Typically, the learner knows how to do the task, but they depend on the prompt to be given to them before they will start the behavior or the task. So, for example, if a learner is prompt dependent on being verbally told to do every step, they will not do any of the steps until the instructor tells them each step. So, go get your book bag, put your book bag on, line up to go to the bus. So each one of these behaviors, the student knows the routine, but they will wait until they receive the verbal prompt. A target stimulus cues or signals to a learner that it's time to perform a task or perform a behavior. So for example, it will signal to the learner that it's time to wash their hands. Eventually, the learner responds to a designated stimulus in the environment, which the instructor targeted to signal to the learner that it's time to perform the behavior. And that's when they have demonstrated that they have learned the behavior. So for example, a schedule is something that can be targeted in the environment that will signal to the learner that it's time to go to recess or go to centers or go to the computer. It's been signaled and isolated as the stimulus to cause the behavior to occur.